Anyway, 574-25-95-95-3 to the phone lines we go. Hey, Chris, welcome to the program.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well. What's on your mind?
Hey, I appreciate what you're doing. You got a great radio program. I was only calling to say, on your last statement is you said, oh, geez, why should anybody be complaining about they only got $40 in repaid taxes so they could take their family out to get ice cream?
Yeah, the caller was making the point that, yeah, an extra $40, even if it's just $40, that's you can do a lot with that.
Yeah, I don't think so. Are you going to go out to dinner tonight?
I have no idea. But I can go to the movies with a family of 4 for less than $40.
Yeah, once a day.
Who said once a day?
Not 365 times a day.
Who said that?
Well, you said you could take your family out to dinner or movies for $40 a day. No,
$40 a paycheck, not a day.
Yeah, you could take a family to the movies for $40.
Yes.
So if you're going to go out to dinner, and I know you, well, I don't know you, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but I'd say if you're going to go out to dinner tonight, you're probably going to give $40 tip, aren't you?
Why would I give a $40 tip?
Because you're in
basically what's happening here, Chris, is you're doing really bad math. Is $40 more money than you had before? Is $40 more money than you had before? By the way, the average on this tax cut, the average, Chris, stop. The average on this, okay, I'm just going to put you on hold since you want to try and talk over me because you suck at math. Chris, the average on this tax cut anyway is more than $40 per paycheck. The point that I was making was that in 2011, Nancy Pelosi said an extra $40 in your paycheck would help you tremendously and be a huge boom for you. And now she's saying that more money than that is not going to help you. That is crumbs and that sort of thing. The last caller was making the very accurate and undeniable point that $40 in your paycheck could mean that you take your spouse out for a date night. $40, you go out. Excuse me, you go out, you have a nice dinner, maybe you go to the movies or something like that, and it's $40. And that would stimulate the economy because it's still $40 more than you had before, which, of course, you could not possibly disagree with, right?
Are you kidding me? Do you live in the United States?
Chris, either you suck at spending money and managing your money, or you're just lying. I don't know which one it is. You can go to Wonderland Theater. Chris, you can go to Wonderland Theater. I take my family of 4 to Wonderland Theater for less than $40, and I have beer.
What is Wonderland Theater?
It's in Niles, Michigan, dude. It's like the most famous movie theater here, man.
Well,
how can you not know about how can you not know that you can go out and eat a meal for less than $40? I eat for less than $40 at Temper Grill sometimes. And Temper Grill's a high-end place. And that's with craft beer on draft. So like I said, you either really stink at managing your money or you're lying right now. Which one is it?
I'm not talking about Temper Grill.
Yeah, but if I can go to Temper Grill, a high-end restaurant, and eat for $40, then certainly somebody can go to an IHOP or a Chili's or a TGI or something like that, right? You're telling me that 2 people can't leave their house and eat a meal for $40?
I go to Cafe Navarre.
Okay, so what if
you can't get a meal there.
What if they don't go out and they eat? What if they just have a gas bill that's $33 that they have to, juggle every other month? Now they can pay their gas bill. Isn't that better than not having the money to pay the gas bill?
No, it's not.
Isn't it better to pay your utilities every single month than to pick which utility you're going to pay this month and then pay the other one the next month while skipping that utility the next month? Isn't that better to pay your bills every single month?
Absolutely.
Okay, so the $40 is a good thing, right?
No, it's not.
Why is getting an extra $40 not good? Why is getting an extra $40 not good?
$40. They would not have that $40 because they have to pay the bills. I don't understand.
They wouldn't have the $40 because they got to pay a bill?
Absolutely.
Are you serious? How much have you been drinking today? Are you a medical marijuana user in the state of Michigan?
No, I don't use drugs.
Are you sure about that?
Absolutely.
Because you just said that somebody who paid a $40 bill wouldn't have the $40 because they had to pay a bill. So they had the $40 and they paid the bill. So really, I don't have any money because I have bills and stuff.
Oh, dude, you know you make more money than that.
I make more money than, what, $40? Of course I make $40, but now I also make, now I make even, and now, Chris, I make even more. You know why? Because I just got a tax cut.
Oh,
you know what that means? That means I get to buy more things for my little girls. It means I get to take my wife out a little bit more. It means I am more comfortable in paying my bills every single month, and I have less stress in my life, which of course makes me a healthier person according to the insurance and medical industry, which is also beneficial to the nation, isn't it?
You're just reading shit that people are like.
Oh, see, he went ahead and he had to cuss. He had to cuss. He was doing so good digging himself into a grave, but he had to go ahead and swear. I really wanted to keep him on. I got an extra like 5 minutes I could have kept that guy going with. I mean, does he even realize what he said, Producer Tim? That you don't have that $40 because you just paid a bill. So you can't go out and do anything with $40, right? Because do you live in the United States? Well, yeah, apparently I do, and I manage my money better than you do. So you can't do anything with $40. So what does, all right, so if we take his position that you can't do anything with $40, so you can't go out and eat at $40, in spite of all of these dollar menus that have now shown up everywhere. You know, sometimes the best quality time that you have together is just taking the kids to the play area at a fast food joint, just hanging out as a family, which you can totally do for under $40, by the way. But I guess he doesn't think you can do that. Where did he say that he goes on a regular basis to eat? Did you catch the name of the place?
Cafe Navarre.
Okay, so he drinks too much beer or something, or does he order scotch and whiskey and he's just spending his money that way? I don't know, because I can go there and I can do fairly well. I know the manager over there, for crying out loud. But this is the idea, is that if $40 more in your pocket now is bad, then what does that actually mean? And again, the point of the topic was that in 2011, Nancy Pelosi said an extra $40 per paycheck was a great thing for you, and that it's going to help a lot. And now she's saying it's crumbs and it won't do anything. So what changed from 2011 to now? Because the inflation isn't that much. So what's different about 2011, her position in 2011, that $40 per paycheck is a good thing, which is an extra $1,000, okay? If that's a good thing in 2011, why is it not a good thing now? Because then we had a person who called up and said, I can take my spouse out for $40. That's an extra date. You know, we can go out, we can relax, which you absolutely 100% can do. And then when I provide examples of that, the guy totally doesn't acknowledge them and pretends it doesn't exist. All right, so let's just say $40 isn't enough to go out and do anything, okay? Let's give his theory credence. You're not going to use that $40 for your bills. So you're $20 short on your electricity bill. You're still not going to use that $40 for your electricity bill, to pay your electricity bill, because Chris apparently theorizes that you somehow can't do that, okay? And that I'm just reading stuff that people are writing. Okay, go figure. So you're going to take that $40, and since you can't spend it anywhere, because $40 is totally useless in the United States of America, where does that $40 then go? What do you do with it, Producer Tim, if you can't spend it? No, you don't eat it. But by the way, in some very cold places, you could burn it and survive the night. So, Chris, you want people to literally die. But besides that, if you're not going to spend the $40, because it's impossible to spend less than $40 on anything in the country, as Chris was saying, then I would assume you would save it, right? And interest rates are coming up right now, Producer Tim. So you stick it in your savings account. Now you're building interest on that $40. And then the next time you get an extra $40, which is now $80, which Chris still seems to think doesn't apply to be able to be spent. So if you can't go out for $40, all right, wait till the next paycheck. Now you have $80 extra. Can you go out on $80? $80 is way more than double of what my gas bill is. So I could pay my gas, but nope. Chris says you still can't pay your gas. So now I have $80, and so since I can't spend the additional $40, which is now $80, I'll just stick that in my savings account too. Now I've got $80 in savings working for me, generating interest, because interest rates are bouncing back, and they're starting to actually give you interest rates on your savings accounts and your money market accounts now. So then we had to wait for the next month. So I get an extra $40. So that's what, $120, Tim? $120. We're starting to get into 3 digits there. That ain't too bad. You know what? Maybe you don't spend that $40 all year and you just stick it in your savings account, and then you have Christmas funded in December, and you don't have to worry about not paying your bills in December, and you get to start the new year off just right. How about that? Amazing. Chris either is a liar or he really sucks at managing his money and needs to contact the Quorum Financial Group immediately. We got more coming up. News Talk 95.3, Michiana's news channel.
This is Michiana's breaking news and weather station.